going on, guys? It's Chris, SVT Garage. I'm here solo right now, so I'm going to do a little diagnosing on this, test drive it, go over the brakes, see what we got going on with that, why they're not on the car yet, and just check out this mammoth. You don't see too many of these, so let's flip this around and take a look at it. So you guys know we like our Whipples here, but we can appreciate a nice Kenny Bell. So you got the old mammoth on here. And it's pretty. This thing is a very nice engine bay. It's very well kept up, super clean, and for 25,000 miles, it really shows. I mean, the customer really does take good care of this car inside and out. It showed up, like I said, just glossy. We have a service engine light, so I'm going to scan that, see what we got going on that end. We have got to diagnose the air conditioning on this thing. It is just blowing stupid hot. Not happy with that at all. It sucks trying to drive this thing, and I feel bad for him on there. And then we were noticing this catch can setup. So you guys know we just like to have stuff running clean and tucked away and just not obvious, and this kind of is obvious. So what we'd like to try to talk to the customer about is maybe letting us deal with this in the future, if not now. So you got this line running here to the passenger side, and then you got this, let's follow this line here. It's like 3 feet of just rubber hose running behind, under, and going right into there. So I would like to try to see if we can do something with that. Now you got this big old monster of a intake up here, so we have to do some finagling, but I think that's something we can tackle. So we'll talk to him about that and see if that's something we can do while it's here. The vibration on this, we're not 100% sure what's causing it, so I got to do a little more driving in it to see if we can figure that out. But the brakes, let's go check those out. So these are the ATSs going on that car. They're prepped, they're painted, they're cleared, they're ready to go. I taped off the nipples so nobody can say nothing to me. Good job on my end. And we are only waiting for the S&S kit to come in. It's just taking a little longer than anticipated. The second set we have here are prepped, ready for paint, and these are for the next car coming in here in a couple weeks. But we just went ahead and just, while we're in here working on one, let's work on two and just get them done. So we ordered the kit as well when we ordered the stuff for this, so that's holding these up. So we're just waiting for the rest of that to come in. LMR did come through with the hardware that we needed in order, the banjo bolts and all that. So shout out to LMR for, let's get this thing up here, for getting us squared away on the hardware we needed for this too. But one more shout out to LMR. Let's go check out and see what else we got. Old Roberto hooked us up, and I kind of like it, so we're gonna get a couple more. But what we got in here is a nice Cobra seat protector here. So we just flip it over the headrest, put it on the car. So if we're in here dirty, moving the stuff around, we're not using towels anymore because that's what we were using before. Robert kind of hooked us up and surprised us with this. I didn't even know they sold these. I have one in my truck, but it's just a generic Amazon one, but we were just putting towels down and going back and forth with the ones from our trucks. So that's nice to just keep in the shop. So I would like to get one or two more. So again, LMR and that came in clutch. So brakes, AC, vibration, and let's go ahead and tackle this check engine soon, service engine soon light, and see what we got going on. All right, we got her plugged in. Got my glasses on so I can read. This thing here is pretty nice. It's a new scanner we got too for the shop, so just kind of help us with things like this in the future. Okay, ignition coil B. So the problem we got going on here is a P0352 ignition coil B primary control circuit, open DTC. This fault may pose damage to components and should be repaired as soon as possible. 1 for 1. Okay, so P0352. So let's go check out and see what we got on this and see if we do some more digging, because that's the only code it's showing. Which, if it's just a coil, we should have a couple here that we can just flip out and see what we got. So let's do a little more digging and see what we got, boys. All right, so what we found out by reading that code on the scanner, it's a P0352, which is indicating a fault up here in the coil pack, the number 2. So luckily, this thing is a mammoth because this whole passenger side is open. What I'm going to do real quick is just flip-flop 1 and 2 and see if that code changes. So number 2 is going to be 352, and if that code changes to number 1, because I'm going to flip-flop 1 and 2, then it should pop up as P0351, and then essentially that'll give us the idea that that coil pack is bad. But I'm going to go clear the code and see if it switches to the front cylinder. So stay tuned. Nice. Oh, I saw it fall, but I gotta go climb into the car to get it. So we'll go ahead and throw these in the little Sonic thing that we got there. All right, so it's pretty simple, guys. Let's just, this is number 2 here. This is number 1. Wow, number 1's tight. There we go. Actually, I don't even think that was clipped on there. Oh, it's not clipping. It's literally not clipping. That's literally just... Alright, let's see something here. Okay, so that could be the issue. So you guys, let's get this out of here and take a look. So, this is just coming right off of there. I wonder if it's just not getting a good connection. Okay, that seems better there. I wonder, let's see. Oh, they are forward. Okay, good. All right, 1 is on 2. 2 is on 1. So this clip might be the issue. This clip isn't grabbing. Yep, I think that's the problem. All right. Oh, look at that! It actually rolled out. I didn't even have to go hunting for it. Let's go get these in the cleaner there first, and come back at this. All right, we're gonna go for a test drive. I got the coil pack cover back on, and no check engine light. So let's see if that was it. So the service engine light's off. Let's get this out of the garage here. Got my computer with me just in case. And we'll see what we got. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so driving around for a couple minutes here. Don't have any light coming on. So I'm assuming that it was just a coil pack that was unplugged. So cleared the code. Driving it around. Nothing crazy, nothing hard, but 50, 60 miles an hour and no check engine light. So that should be 1 box checked on this thing. But I gotta get these windows down because it is hot in here. I don't know how he does this, but we're gonna get that fixed too, because this thing not having AC is a son of a bee. But let's hear this thing a little bit. Good. She sounds spicy. Try not to go too crazy. Oh yeah, she's good. No light, no choppiness. I kind of felt like maybe there was something there before, and I feel like that's cleared up. We do have a little vibration up here around 60, so I'm gonna check the tires, see kind of what's going on with them. Call the customer and see when the last time the tires were, you know, maybe balanced. I'm thinking there's something going on up front. It definitely feels like it's in the front end. It's doing a little bit of this around 60. So let's get this back to the shop and check it out. What's going on, guys? It's Chris.
Ryan.
It's Ryan. It's SVT Garage. We are back again, and we are back working on the old Black Mamba over here. So we got Ryan taking off the the rotors over there, and let's go take a look at these calipers and see how awesome they look. All right, so we got these all ready, all set, prepped, ready to go on the car. You guys know how we do this here. We didn't show the exact how-to on this because we have a couple, I believe, but I know at least we got one how-to video on putting the ATS brakes together. But a quick rundown: you guys get the caliper. We have all new stainless lines on here. We have the S&S kit put in, and we have all new hardware to go with it. So banjo bolts, everything. So this is set, ready to go, and then we got the Brembo stickers on there, and the customer wanted to go with silver, which I think with the black car, the black wheels, it's just gonna pop and look good. So this is getting installed today, and we're gonna go through, and while we're in there, for Rob, we're gonna come get these painted up, looking good. So we'll do a before. Here's the before, and we'll show you guys the after. So stay tuned, we're gonna get to work and keep this going. All right, guys, quick update. Here's what we got going on. The car's outside. We pull it outside to test drive it for the brakes. Brakes are good, right, dude?
Yeah, they're good.
And the AC was getting diagnosed, so we pulled that outside so we can leave the door shut because we got the air on. That's out there running. Icy, right?
Yeah, it feels good.
Feels good. We put the, as you guys saw in there, we put the machine on there to test it out, see what was going on. And we added some Freon, so we're gonna go take it for a spin, see what we got, and come back, and we will touch base with you guys here in a little bit. So stay tuned, follow along. And I absolutely love that car. I mean, that thing is mint. He takes fantastic care of that thing. I'm glad he's letting us get our hands on it. And then we're gonna go over, we got a couple more things that we're doing to that too. So we gotta get Kevin Dunn involved. We gotta get a larger, lower pulley, and we're gonna throw some boost at it. So guys, stay tuned. We're gonna come back, we're gonna grab some lunch, and we'll be back in the garage. All right, so we are in the car, windows up, ice cold AC, and doing a little test drive in it right now. When this car was dropped off, the AC was blowing out hot air, so we're, again, just putting some miles on it, seeing what it does, seeing if anything changes. But so far, so good. Service engine light is gone. We got the Brembos. Dude, the thing sounds so good. This is a nice car. I like this.
Sweet.
This car's sweet.
25,000 miles.
Yeah, 25,000 miles on this thing. So, but Brembos are on. Those feel great. And like I said, when we get back,
rebalancing the wheels.
yeah. So we had some vibration up front, and we took the wheels off, had them rebalanced, and so far so good, right? No, you don't feel it at all. So we think we diagnosed that and got that shake out of the front of the car. And, you know, sometimes it's just that simple as maybe whoever balanced them prior just missed something or whatever, who knows, but that's taken care of. So we get back, we'll get this in the garage and let you guys know what's next. This car sounds so good. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of, I don't know, what are we calling this car? The Black Mamba?
Yeah.
That's going to be the end for Black Mamba over here. Got some headway on it today. The brakes dialed in. Air conditioning where it needs to be.
Yep.
We're going to be taking a peek under the hood here. We want to change that entire catch can setup on there. There's just so much hose. Not good. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. It's not good. And yeah, let's flip this around, take a look, and kind of give you guys what the next step is, what we're ordering, and where we're going to be at with that. So let's flip this around. All right, so catch can setup. Hose here, not a big deal. This one though, it is, as I pointed out at the beginning of the video, it is here, here, down here, underneath here, and comes out right back here. So it's, I don't know, it's like 12 feet long. That's got to go. We are putting on a 4-pound lower, correct?
Yeah.
So we got the Metco 4-pound for the car. We are going to be changing the belt up on it and throwing some more boost at this. So, and then we're going to change out the MAF because we got to get that corrected. 4-pound lower. This thing is sitting at how many pounds of boost right now?
Yeah, it's like 17.
Like 17, so it's not much of nothing. No. Yeah, it's not enough for that big old blower. And the fuel system, we were going through it, it's set up for what we need to do.
Level 4 fuel system with ID 1300 injector, or ID 1000 injectors. Yeah. It'll be fine for E85.
Yep, so we were talking with the customer about having to maybe switch a couple things because we weren't sure on the kit, but we figured out what it was, and he absolutely needs nothing other than a MAF and the lower.
Haven't done the work is nice.
And KD is going to be putting his work into it, the sauce to it. But that's it for this car for today, guys. Let us know if you guys like these Brembos. I think it's a great deal for, you know, a nice brake upgrade on these cars.
Forgot I had that.
Yeah, we got the silver car up on the lift right now.
Carbon fiber drive shaft.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Thing is,
that might come up missing, and I don't know where it went.
Fancy.
Yeah. But that's gonna call it for this video, guys, today. But before we end, we want to show you what we're working on right now, and a little sneak peek at something coming up here soon. My dude is a little excited, so. What you got, bro?
Just a Whipple.
Just a Whipple. So, the end decision is, after going back and forth, Project Redfire is getting the 2.3. What we are doing to it right now is prepping it. Where's the paint? Okay, anyways, I put it down. We're going to be wrinkle blocking this whole thing. Going to do a little Redfire touch up here for the Whipple and making this thing look new again. So, Project Redfire will be getting some steam, throwing some boost at her.
Just a little bit.
And making her
93 only.
Yeah, 93 on this, no E.
No.
And
I got enough headaches.
Yeah, we don't want to. The silver car is a sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but it's all worth it in the end. So, guys, stay tuned for this. As always, it's Chris.
Ryan.
It is SVT Garage, and we'll see you guys in the next one. But don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and let us know what you guys want to see next. All right, we'll see you in the next one.